Hello, welcome to Mystical Adventures. My name is Anne Vivian. Thanks so much for joining me. Let's go on a little winter wonderland mystical adventure tonight. We had a snowstorm up here in New England, and I got to tell you, it did sort of discombobulate me a smidge. So if you are up here in the Northeast with me, we got through that together. Hopefully you got through that as joyfully as possible and safely as possible. Welcome. I'm so glad you're joining me tonight. This is Mystical Adventures, and let's talk about the show tonight. So even through my Mercury retrograde snowstorm discombobulation, here I am. I'm excited to be here. Mercury retrograde is great for anything that has the prefix RE. So it's a great time to rethink, redo, reorganize, anything. So tonight I am sharing my intuitive art, which is a little bit of a backwards movement because I showed an intuitive art piece the very first show I did here on the fantastic Ask One Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio. I showed my intuitive art, and I told you that I'm an artist and a clairvoyant and do this, that, and the other. And then I never showed you another art piece after that. So we're moving back to move forward by bringing the intuitive art again. It's happening. So I'm going to show you that in just a minute, and my talented, fabulous producer will show that in just a moment because we are technologically advanced enough. If you are listening to this and not watching, you are still going to get the energy from the show, and you can always hop over to my website or Facebook page to check out my intuitive art. I posted this on my Facebook page. It's not on my website yet, and that is Creative Psyche Studio. And that link is on A1R, I believe, on Facebook and their website. So hop on over to my Facebook page, Creative Psyche Studio, if you'd like to see my intuitive art. And Psyche is spelled Psyche, and my website is creativepsychestudio.com. So I'm excited to share that with you. I just wanted to go over a couple of quick announcements to remind you I'm having a fabulous guest, Christine French, on February 23rd, and she is going to tell us about her transformational life coaching and give us some spiritual and practical tips for helping us deal with this year's energy. And I did do a Facebook Live. We had some problems. I had some problems. I'm going to own this. I messed things up, y'all. It was my first attempt at Facebook Live, and it was a learning experience. So I apologize if you tried to hop on last show when I did the live zodiac messages. I tried to then do it on YouTube. It didn't work. And then I figured out how to do Facebook Live. Anyway, long story short, victoriously, I did a collective reading. Not a collective reading. It's a zodiac reading. I pulled some cards for each zodiac sign and tuned into the energy for each zodiac sign. And I posted that on my Facebook, and then I also posted that on my YouTube channel. And my YouTube channel also has the same name, as you might guess, Creative Psyche Studio. So check it out. It's just a snapshot of the energy for the upcoming month for your sign. And you can look at your rising sign for your health and overall energy, your sun sign for your overall messages, and then your moon sign for your emotional experience and guidance. So check that out on my YouTube channel or Facebook. And I also want to talk about something else that I'm putting on my YouTube channel I'm really excited about. I made a guided meditation to go along with this intuitive art piece. So let me go ahead and show you the intuitive art piece that I made for this month of February. There we go. Thank you, Dave. Now, I had a little bit of technical problems with the image of this art piece, but I think you can see most of it. And if you want to see all the details, visit my Facebook page. This is, as you might guess, if you're looking at this, if you're listening to this, then you have to psychically guess what this image is. But if you're looking at this video, it is a monkey being. And this monkey being came out. What I do with the intuitive art is I set my intention to channel energy and guidance for the week or month or person I'm doing the intuitive art for. And then after I create the piece, it's very intuitive, and I usually use colored inks. Then I communicate with the piece. I communicate with the intuitive art and the spiritual energy that is coming through the art, the angelic and ascended master and nature spirit and cosmic earth energy, guides, heart-centered divine energy that wants to come through. And then I communicate that to you. Thank you, Dave. What a great shot. So monkey spirit came through, and I communicated with the monkey animal spirit, which is really the psychic energy of this species and the spiritual energy of this animal. It's not one particular animal, but the general psychic overarching energy of the whole monkey species. And I channeled this message, which I'd like to read to you now. And I want to talk a little bit about what monkey spirit is about, what kind of energy the monkey spirit has. You might already have some associations or know a little bit about the monkey spirit animal, about the mischievousness, the playfulness. I'm going to read you this channeled message, and then I'll talk a little bit about monkey spirit, and then I'll tell you about the guided meditation I created in conjunction with this piece. So here is the message from monkey animal spirit. Behold, the world is great, and you are part of it. Monkeys play, and we are free. I am here to tell you that as we play, we know there's more to do. There's work to be done, but we can do it in a playful way. What we can teach humans is how not to waste time, but how to be free with your spirit as you get things done. We like to laugh and play with each other as we swing from the trees. We groom each other. We play games and tricks, and all in the spirit of fun and joy. We know how to use play and laughter as a way to be productive and work as a team. The lessons we teach are of working together in a community, knowing and understanding your role in your tribe, your community, and finding fun ways to relate to one another. It doesn't always have to be so serious. We don't think too seriously when we need to solve a problem either. We're in the here and now, unlike many of you, and it helps us to laugh and float and play as we figure out how to overcome obstacles. We are here to teach you that you don't need to be a genius in order to create a fantastic life. You can use your inner wisdom, your inner playfulness, and use the resources around you in a way that creates miracles and even magic. We love to laugh and play and revel in the mystery and magic around us. It is not a world of sadness and grief, of torturous, redundant work, at least not for us. We would like to remind you we can focus on our goals and work together as a team, getting things done, but we don't need to be dragged down by all of the seriousness and drudgery that you humans seem to think is necessary at times. Remember to play, and when you work with others, to find fun ways, play with them, and work with them. You will find life is much more enjoyable as you do this. We bless you and love you, our brothers and sisters. We are one. Thank you, monkey, spirit, animal. I'd love to feel the energy move through me and the spirit move through me, and I could feel the monkey. I can feel the monkey energy, sacred monkey energy around me as I created this art. And I've seen the monkey in my meditations since I've created this art a few times. As you might surmise from the message that I read you, monkey spirit animal is about being playful, being even a little bit of a trickster, mischievous. We all need to monkey around sometimes, right? We all need to monkey around sometimes. And the way that they work together is a lot like how humans work together. They're our close cousins, of course. They are social creatures. They exist in a colony, in a social context, just like humans. We really are social creatures. And they work together in order to get things done, but they are very playful. And the monkey spirit animal is also known for and associated with and can help you with problem solving. They are very good at solving problems. And it's interesting because the message I channeled, this spirit wanted to make sure that we knew that they do it, but in a very fun way. They do it in a lighthearted, playful way, not in a serious, heavy kind of drudgery, boring way. And I think that's so important to remember, don't you, that as we work, we need to find ways to have fun and laugh and play with each other and be a little silly. And we need to do that when we were solving problems. You know, sometimes if you put too much pressure on yourself, you kind of psych yourself out. You kind of squeeze out that room for creativity and your intuition to come through. So keep it light, keep it playful. The monkey spirit guides you too. The Hindu deity Hanuman, I'm probably butchering that name, I apologize, is a lovely energy associated with an entity associated with justice and also selflessness. And I was thinking about that and how, you know, in a tribe, monkeys really have had to develop compassion and selflessness and caring for others as part of being able to survive together. The unit of the monkey colony has to be able to care for each other, and that involves some caring and compassion. So monkey is an animal and an animal spirit that is known for selflessness and also justice and being able to resolve disputes. So you can call on the monkey energy, the monkey spirit animal, for any of these purposes, and he will, or she may come to you in whatever gender or no gender, will help you, can help you with these areas. It is evolved spiritual energy, and indigenous people such as Native Americans or shamans all over the world, indigenous people of any country really, have worked with the animal energy and revered the sacredness and the wisdom there. So I have made am I missing anything that I wanted to say about monkey? Having a Mercury retrograde moment, everyone. Let's see, we talked about the justice and the selflessness, the playfulness, communication. Monkeys are also known for their great communication skills. They communicate quite a bit with their body language, have intricate communication that scientists love to study. So, and you probably are aware that a few monkeys have been taught sign language. I'm not sure which kind. Was that an orangutan, perhaps, or multiple kinds? They're very advanced in their communication skills, so monkey can help you with communication. There's also the association of the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, and that, I believe, comes from Japanese roots in the Japanese culture and how they revered the monkey spirit. And it has to do with putting integrity into your actions, is my understanding, and having integrity with your actions, which in my mind relates to the Hanuman spirit when it comes to justice and selflessness. It comes to, you know, aligning yourself with that higher ethical way of going about the world. And I wanted to let you know that I did put this guided meditation on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel, one more time, is Creative Psyche Studio. I'm really excited about it. It's the first I've done of this kind. And I put up the intuitive art piece of this monkey energy creature And I guide you through a meditation for connecting with this energy. So helping you to expand your friendships, enhance your connection with your community, and to enhance your general playfulness, joy, happiness. And I play Tibetan singing bowls and have a couple other sounds in there for relaxation. And I narrate the guided meditation. So you can use that in conjunction with this image. I created this image, as I said, to channel this energy, and you can connect with the monkey spirit animal energy by looking at this image in conjunction with the meditation. So I hope you get a chance to check that out and leave a comment on my channel. Let me know what you think. So let's go to the caller time in the show, shall we? I'm excited to take a call. And I see that my producer has messaged me. We have Nicole in Louisiana. Well, hello, Nicole. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, ma'am. I can hear you fine.
Hi. Oh, I love your accent. You remind me of some Southern accents that are familiar to me. How are you tonight?
I'm doing wonderful, actually. How are you?
Great. I'm doing well. I'm transforming the Mercury retrograde energy into something positive. I affirm it so. Nicole, how can I help you tonight, my dear?
Um, Honestly, I don't know. Just general, I guess. In general.
I would be happy to tune
It's
into
neither
your general energy.
specified. Yeah. Just
Yeah,
general.
let me take a minute and just tune in before I pull any cards and tell you what I'm getting, shall I?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Okay. So Nicole in Louisiana.
And you're the first one to talk about my accent, I promise.
It's a great accent. Well, when I tune into your energy, Nicole, the first thing I get is that you're moving away from something, you're ending something, you're wanting to wrap something up and kind of get some distance from something.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, does that
I
make
was
sense?
just, yes, well, I went through my divorce, and I'm currently waiting on the property settlement.
I see. Yes. So there's the ending and the moving away from something.
Yes.
Well, I don't feel any as I'm just tuning into the energy of your ex. It feels like there's some affection still there that on his side, that it's not a hateful, angry energy on his side, that he wishes you well, is what I'm picking up, and is still affectionate towards you and how he feels about you, he or she. I'm sorry, I can't remember if you said this was your ex-husband.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm picking up on him
I
that
have a lot of anger towards him, so.
you do. You do. Okay. Okay.
Yes, I do.
Well, I don't feel like it's mutual, but let's tune into this a little bit. I pulled some cards for you, Nicole. Um,
Okay.
Something I almost feel like this might help with the anger, just to know that he, not that this is going to resolve everything, but I feel like Spirit just wants you to know that he doesn't take this lightly, and he really wants to resolve whatever happens, and just this feeling of um, care on his side, that um, it's that feeling of knowing that he feels the loss. Does that make sense?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part. He says what?
Knowing that he feels the loss. He didn't want to lose you, I think, and he wanted to um, maintain the connection, and he wasn't ready to part. And I think he feels bad for what happens, Nicole, is what I'm trying to say, that he feels like, he played the part definitely a part in the dissolution of the marriage, and so spirit, I feel like that's just a piece that spirit wants you to know.
Thank you.
So does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
So I feel like spirit is saying, I mean, you've got so much just strength here in the cards and in your energy that I'm feeling, Nicole. Spirit wants you to know you are incredibly capable. You're going to be able to pull it together, Nicole. You're about to head on to the next chapter and really be able to stand in your power. You're going to be able to use more tools and resources that you haven't been able to use when you were in this marriage for whatever reason. You haven't been able to use certain skills, is what I'm hearing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're going to be able to reapply, speaking of Mercury retrograde, RE, you're going to go backwards to go forward, my friend, to reapply, resurrect some of these skills and areas that you have expertise in and use them in a very effective way. And I feel like for this next chapter, you're going to feel your confidence again. This next chapter, you're going to be able to feel your effectiveness in work with people, with also in recreation. You're not going to be, it's almost like you were shy and you're going to be more extroverted and social and less shy and hesitant. You're going to be going into a great period of rebirth where you're not going to question yourself as much. And I think in a few months, you're going to look back and see how, sort of see the divine order in some of this, how you learned some important lessons in these next few months, early 2021, and it's going to be really helpful for you as you rebuild your life. And I feel like it's just like a boom, like you hit the ground running, like you feel the power immediately as you move away from this relationship. And it's almost like you realize you don't need what you thought you needed from another person, and you feel like you're not hemmed in, and you feel like you're just like this freedom and this um, self-reliant, like so almost trusting yourself and almost surprising yourself with how much you can do. And it's almost going to surprise you, I feel like, Nicole, to see how much you're able to do. And it'll help you understand, I think, more of what the marriage meant to you, the meaning of it, and how, understand your own energy more as well.
That makes sense.
Are you beginning to feel like you're reclaiming some of your skills and strength and power here?
Yes. Well, I've just started, honestly, cleaning houses again. I was at a convenience store for the last 2 years, and I just said I had enough. I wanted to go back to doing what I did, and I had grandkids that I didn't get to see or spend time with because I was always working. And so it makes a lot of sense, actually.
That's fantastic. Well, and there's the other ending and moving away and beginning, that you got away from that job that was not working for you and went back to using your housekeeping skills. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And I think that's going to continue to give you a sense of pride, Nicole, and freedom. And I think there is some grieving that you need to do for this marriage, that it's a loss for you too, of course. But and I think part of your grief is actually just processing that he wasn't ready to say goodbye. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to be able to let go, my friend, even though he wasn't. And you can't solve his problems, of course. So being able to send him blessings and love and prayers and good wishes, but also know that it's not meant for you to resolve his stuff. And I pulled the World card for you for what we were just talking about. And this is a beautiful card when it comes to endings and beginnings. And you're in such a World card place. You're ending major chapters with this job and this marriage, and you're beginning major chapters. And it's almost like, the world is your oyster, Nicole. It's like, once you sort of emotionally cut that tie and sort of break that bond with compassion, but sort of set that boundary for yourself, I think you're going to be flooded with, you're just not going to feel like you're restrained or you're like shackled to something heavy. You're going to feel like you have the choice to do what you want again. And I think it's going to be really positive.
That makes my day. That's what I was hoping for.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. And I'm so happy for you and proud of you, Nicole, for having the courage to make all these positive changes. I think it's something really big to acknowledge. So I'm so glad it was helpful, and I hope you have a blessed week.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
And bye, Nicole. Thank you so much for calling. And thank you, viewers and listeners, for tuning in so much. I hope that was inspiring to you, and maybe you needed to hear that because you're having an ending and beginning chapter in your life, and it's time to make some transitions and do what's best for you. I just want to remind you, I've got that video on my YouTube channel, Creative Psyche Studio, 2 videos. The forecast for the month ahead by zodiac sign and for February, and the guided meditation, which goes with this intuitive art portal. So thank you so much for tuning in. I have enjoyed this mystical journey as usual, and I can't wait till next time. Have a beautiful, blessed week, and I will see you next show.